Yes, students, now are the power resources. So, power or energy is required practically in every aspect of our life. We can't even spend a second without power or electricity. We need it to cook, to provide light, heat, to propel our vehicles, and to drive machinery. The electricity produced is transmitted to various places through a network of power lines called a grid. It's also called the electric grid. A major source of power are fossil fuels. Now, how fossil fuels are formed? They are formed by such natural processes, the decomposition of dead organisms buried deep inside the earth. These are conventional resources of power that are exhaustible and non-renewable. Now, what do we mean by non-renewable? That these can be renewed in small time. Their renewation take nearly 200 to 500 years. Some non-conventional sources of energy that are renewable, that can be easily renewed, are wind energy, nuclear energy, and hydroelectricity. So now we will discuss about this coal. Now, what is coal? Coal is the abundantly available source of conventional energy. Now, we have four varieties of coal, that are anthracite, bituminous coal, lignite, and peat. Firstly, what is anthracite? Anthracite is the highest quality of coal, which consists about 90 to 95% of carbon and lowest moisture content. It is a final product in the coal formation. Next, bituminous. Bituminous have around 80 to 85% of carbon content, and it also have a fairly low moisture content. It is the most commonly used variety of coal. Lignite. It is also called as brown coal. It consists 70 to 75% of carbon content, and it is widely used in power plants but not as a fuel. Next is peat. Peat, we can say that it is the worst quality of coal. It consists about 50 to 60% carbon, and it have a highest moisture content. It is a poor quality of fuel. Next is distribution of coal. Now, coal is widely distributed in the countries like USA, Ukraine, India, Australia, South Africa, Germany, UK, and Russia. China is the largest coal producing country in the world. Also, in India, we have coal mines mostly in the Damodar River Valley. The main coal mines are in Jharia, Dhanbad, Girit, Bokaro, and Raniganj, mostly in Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Also, the new coal fields were developed in Neyveli and Tamil Nadu, Singeri in Andhra Pradesh, Korba in Chhattisgarh, and Talcher in Odisha. So, most of the mines are in the Jharkhand, Odisha, Tamil Nadu belt. Advantages. Now, what are the advantages of coal? That it is widely available in most of the parts of the world, and it is an efficient means of producing electricity. Now, what are the disadvantages? It causes a lot of pollution. Second, it is bulky to transport, so it's economically not beneficial. Next, the disposal of the ash is difficult. Next is petroleum. Petroleum or mineral oil produces fuel for heating and lighting, lubricants for machinery, and raw material for many industries. Petroleum consists of petrol, diesel, and many other products like chemicals which are used for making plastics, pesticides, and many other things. It is sent to the shore. Firstly, it was drilled from oil fields located in offshore and coastal areas. Then it is sent to refineries which process the crude oil and produce diesel, petrol, kerosene, wax, and lubricants. Petroleum and its products are called black coal. Why? Because it is black in color and it have a very economic content. The chief petroleum producing countries are Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. Venezuela, Mexico, Libya are other oil producing countries. The leading oil producing areas in India are Digiboi in Assam, Bombay High in Mumbai, and Ankleshwar in Gujarat. In India, we have these known three oil fields. Now, what are the advantages? It is easy to transport, like in pipelines or tankers. Next, it has multiple uses in industries like lubricants, soaps, paints, and emulsion. Now, disadvantages: it causes a lot of pollution, everyone knows. Next, it catches fire easily and is a fire hazard because the calorific value of petrol is so high, so it can catch fire very easily. And student, next is natural gas. Now, natural gas consists mainly of methane gas. It occurs in association with petroleum, or it can occur alone. The large field of gas sometimes have no oil. Natural gas is widely used as domestic and industrial fuel. USA is the largest producer of natural gas. Other countries which also produce natural gas are Russia, Netherlands, China, Iran, UK. India also uses natural gas as an important source of energy. The main producing areas are Bombay High, Gujarat, Assam, Tamil Nadu, Tripura, and some parts of Krishna Godavari Delta have also natural gas reserves. Now, advantage is it is also easy to transport in pipelines. It is cheaper than oils. It is less polluting than oil or coal. Disadvantage is it is also a fire hazard and it is difficult to explore. Natural gas basins are very difficult to explore. Next is hydel power. Now, what is hydel power? It mainly consists of the dams. The main hydel power are in Paraguay, Brazil, USA, Canada, Argentina, Venezuela, UK, China, Norway. These are the some leading hydel power stations. In India, we have Bhakra Nangal, Gandhi Sagar, Nagarjuna Sagar, Damodar Valley projects, which are multi-purpose projects. Now, advantage is it does not cause pollution. It is cheap and water is reusable. It promotes finishing and irrigation. Now, what are disadvantages? It is very expensive and time consuming to set up. A dam takes nearly 5 to 10 years to be set up. Dams cause displacement of people and deforestation. Why? A large number of people have to move from their areas so that a dam can be set up, because a large area is to be submerged under the water. Now, next is the non-conventional sources of energy. Why do we need the non-conventional sources of energy? Because due to increase in pollution and the abduction of the conventional sources of energy, we need some eco-friendly energy resources so that we can help them in future. These are solar energy, wind energy. So first is solar energy. The sun is the ultimate source of energy. Since ancient times, man has used the sun's energy for growing crops, drying grains, and many other things. In the tropical regions, solar energy is the widely available. Now scientists have developed photovoltaic cells which convert sunlight directly into electricity. Heating devices like solar cooker, water heaters are used for domestic purposes. Solar energy is also used in street lighting, solar pumps, solar ponds, and various other things. Also, the Asia's largest solar plant was in India. It is in